Good afternoon everyone. So we are the group 4 and today we're going to discuss the topic inventory management and revenue pricing in supply chain management. Inventory management. Inventory management is a core operation management activity. Good inventory management is important for the successful operation of most businesses of their supply chains. Operation, marketing, and finance have interest in good inventory management. It says that the management is a systematic approach to sourcing, storing, and selling inventory, both raw materials and finished goods. And in business terms, inventory management means the right stock at the right levels, in the right place, at the right time, and at the right cost as well as price. It helps company identify which and how much stock to order at what time. It tracks inventory from purchase to sale of goods. This practice identifies and responds to trends to ensure there's always enough stock to fulfill customers' order and proper warning of shortage. Here are the supply chain management and inventories. We have here supplier, manufacturing, distributor, retailer, and the customer. The first is the supplier, which include inventories. Going to the manufacturing, which include raw materials, work in process, and the finished goods. After that is the distributor that is responsible for goods in transit. After that, distributor is the retailer that have finished goods for the customers.
Inventory refers to all the items, goods, merchandises, and materials held by a business for selling in the market to earn a profit. For example, if a newspaper vendor uses a vehicle to deliver newspaper to the customers, only the newspaper will be the considered inventory. Improve customer service gives a customer the opportunity to provide testimonial and online review, personally asking customer their view after they have used your product or service. Economic of purchasing. Purchasing is the organized acquisition of goods and service on behalf of the buying entity. Purchasing activities are needed to ensure that needed items are obtained in a timely manner and at the reasonable cost. Economics of production. Production is a process of combining various input, both material and immaterials, in order to create output. Ideally, this output will be a good or service which has value to contribute to the utility of individuals. Transportation savings. Transportation expenses are costs acquired by an employee or self-employed taxpayer while away from home in a travel status for business. Hedge against future. Hedging essentially means to limit the risk of an asset or a portfolio. It involves buying one instrument and subsequently selling the other to offset the risk. In the case of adverse market movement, hedging enables you to protect your activities trading position from making big losses. Unplanned shock, liver strike, natural disaster, surge and demand, etc. To maintain independence in supply chain. In such an environment, firm holds inventory for two main reasons: to reduce costs and to improve customer service.
Types of demand. Independent demand for items used to produce final products. Dependent demand is the demand for component parts, raw materials, or sub-assemblies. This demand does not occur until there is demand for a parent item, which is typically a product. Independent demand. Demand for items used by external customers. Independent demand. Items are finished goods or other items sold to someone outside the company. Benefits of inventory management. First, improve customer service. Customer service is about managing customer expectations to give them what they want when they want it in the best possible way. To meet those expectations, if your business provides good customer service, you have a greater chance of keeping and increasing your customer base. Reduce inventory investment. Is a company of gross domestic product. What is produced in a certain country is naturally also sold eventually, but some of the goods produced in given year may be sold in the later year rather than in the year they were produced. Conversely, some of the goods sold in a year might have been produced in an earlier year. Increase the profitability of business. Every business can improve its profitability. Sometimes a single factor can significantly increase profitability, but for most business, increasing profitability means implementing a number of small improvements gradually. Increase productivity. Productivity is a central concept in modern economic and an important measure of business performance. It can also be surprisingly exclusive when it comes to defining or measuring productivity for your specific business. To top it off, the term productivity is also commonly used in a more general sense to refer to worker performance. In order to explain the meaning of productivity in a new business. Inventory is insurance. Inventory insurance protects your business against damage or theft of your inventory while stored at your warehouse. If your warehouse requires you to insure your inventory status, inventory insurance is designed to allow you to simply satisfy the requirement quicker, easier, and faster than any other solution. Make sure your inventory is protected without the hassle of traditional
Pricing and revenue management in a supply chain. Pricing is a factor that gears up profit in supply chain through an appropriate match of supply and demand. Revenue management can be defined as the application of pricing to increase the profit produced from a limited supply and supply chain asset. So sa pamamagitan naman daw ng pamamahala ng supply chain ay nababawasan ang kanilang gastos at lumalaki ang kanilang tubo at meron silang maayos at mabilis na dating ng produkto sa customer. Condition under which revenue management has the greatest effect. The value of the product varies in different market segment. Sa madaling salita, nagkakaroon ng patong o tubo. The product is highly perishable or product waste occur. Nagkakaroon ng pagkalugi sa nangyayari dahil sa seasonal apparel. Demanda, seasonal, and other peak. The product has both bulk and on the spot market. Kalimitang ibinebenta sa mga market para mas malaki yung kanilang tutubuin.
Hello everyone, I'm Georgie Herrera from the SHM3C and I'm the last reporter. Supply chain assets. Supply chain assets, distribution centers, warehouses, a fleet of truck or other transportation units, mechanical handling equipment, and sundry tools. Of the trade or all assets which influence productivity depending on how they are used and managed. This is our Production, the action of making or manufacture from the components of raw materials or the process of being so manufactured. Next is transportation. Transportation in a supply chain refers to the movement of products from one location to another. which begins at the start of the supply chain as materials make their way to the warehouse and continue all the way to the end user with the customer's order delivered at the doorstep. Next is storage. Managing storage as a supply chain can lead short-lived times in a meeting business, application, deployments, and high quality of delivered storage services at reduced cost of operations and capital. So next is inventory. So this is the lineup of inventory. Supply chain. A supply chain is a network of individuals and companies who are involved in creating a product and delivering it to the consumer. So next is improve the availability of product. Improve the availability of product includes the cost of designing, manufacturing, storing, and delivering different item variances. With high product availability, customer can visit a business knowing of all their shopping's need can be fulfilled. Next is using pricing and revenue management, which is evaluate market carefully. Evaluate market carefully. Effective market analysis can help in getting valuable insights into shifts in the economy, competitors, ongoing market trends, demographics, and the traits of customer expenditure. Market analysis is one of the vital components to help business with all the essential information and making wise business decisions. Next is quantify the benefits of the revenue management. Although many factors play a role in an increase of revenue, it is possible to give an estimation depending on your circumstances, such as whether you are working with or without a revenue manager, or how strong the competition is. Next is implement a forecasting process. The list implement forecasting process. First, list out of goods and service you sell. 2. Estimate how much of each you expect to sell. 3. Define the unit price or dollar value of each good or service sold. 4. Multiply the number sold by the price. Last is determine how much it will cost to produce. Next is involve the sales and operations. Involve the sales operations. Sales operations help sales team to operate more effectively. Sales operations professionals also run initiatives and automation that increase efficiency in the organization. As a result, they understand better than almost any team the inner workings of the sales process. Next is quantify the benefits of the revenue management. Although many factors play a role in an increase of revenue, it is possible to give an estimation depending on your circumstances, such as whether you are working with or without a revenue manager, or how strong the competition is.